Hi.
Hello.
Beep.
Too soon.
Hello.
Hi.
The window is mean.
What did it do?
It's open.
Oh yeah, that's super mean.
No, but I'm cold. I wasn't cold before, but I am now.
Then close it.
Maybe you can convince it to close itself.
No, I'm just going to put a thing on me. A thing that has sleeves.
That sounds like a piece of clothing.
It's not.
It's the skins of her enemies.
Ah, that explains it.
Has anybody seen Axel today?
In the morning, yes.
Okay. So he's alive?
Yes, he survived school.
Okay.
Yeah, something about it only being like half an hour today.
Yeah, it was an orientation day.
And then there was some talk about being high school dropout and stuff like that.
Hmm.
That wasn't in the morning, that was in the night.
Oh, okay.
That was like between 2 and 3. Ew.
Hello.
Yeah, Bob.
Hello.
Why are we kebab now?
Hello, Habib. Wow, I'm such in a mellow mood now after finding that song.
Which
Oh, that's
song?
good.
This one.
Apparently, it is epic, powerful vocal music.
Yeah, that's the title of it.
Well, it's Epic Music World. It's how he names all of the songs he presents. Well,
Some people have to be descriptive on YouTube if you want to be findable. Oh my god.
What?
Words. Findable? That's not a word.
Words don't come easy.
Oh no, now I need to hear that. God damn it.
Best thing Philip has done today.
Who has done what today?
You, that was the best thing you have done today.
Well, as far as you know, maybe.
True.
Cut to a scene of earlier in the day where Philip is rescuing orphans out of a burning orphanarium.
I don't want to brag, but it might have happened.
I just love that song.
Oh, you actually had to go and find it.
Yeah. It's music from my youth. I kinda grew up on it.
oh, I thought you grew up on that motorcycle that just went past, or moped.
Oh no, that's just in the background.
Healthy childhood.
I was raised in the wild by a pack of mopeds.
Well, if you say mopeds, then that would be a correct sentence, because that is a slang for teenagers who all they can do is talk about their mopeds.
But they probably can't raise anything.
In what language?
Swedish, actually.
Oh, okay.
I just translated it to English because saying it in Swedish would make literally zero sense to any of you.
Yeah,
Well,
here,
it might
here
make
we
like one
just
sense
call-
to me.
here we just call them a Brian.
I don't think we have a name for those kind of people.
Yeah, for some reason the name Brian is being used to describe those who have an interest in motorized vehicles.
Not me then.
I'm sure we have a word for those, but I can't really think of it right now.
We kind of have several. One of them is Muppets, because when you say it in Swedish, it kind of sounds like you're saying moped really wrong. But yes, that's just from moped people, not actually like engines in general.
Oh, we just have one word that covers them all.
Assholes.
Yeah,
Racists!
but we usually just call them Brian. Are we missing anyone except Aksu?
And not that I can see. And he just said he had a small delay, but I think we can just kind of start without him.
Well, we do have a summary first,
Yeah.
because I don't remember too much of what happened. I know that I seduced the giant.
No, you didn't.
No,
you
you
talked
didn't.
to one.
You pretty much did kind of the opposite.
Well, I persuaded her. I rolled a natural 20.
If that's how you decide to remember that, then sure.
I told her we'd get her husband back.
Yeah, that you did.
I don't think that's how seduction works.
Usually no.
It's seduction by proxy. Yes, do we have max notes or do we have to go through it ourselves?
I hope we have
Someone
max
will
notes.
go through it. Well, half of this one page just says dick jokes.
Yeah, accurate.
Traveling back to Mirabar with the wanted dwarf, gave him to the authorities, got monies at the tower. Dick jokes! Tribor still likes us. We had a party. 4 people. Love potion drank by Lizar. He loved her for an hour.
Oh, I had pleasantly forgotten all about that.
I think Burr has 2.
That was all my notes.
There's forgetting and there's repressing.
Same difference. Yeah, but on your way from Longsettle to Tribor, you stop by the old ruined tower with the very sad hill giant lady. I say lady. Who told you that the chieftain of the hill giants was trying to become the biggest of all the giants by practically eating everything in her way. And that she also seems to have taken her husband for herself.
Yeah, I think it was so he could serve food or something like
Yeah.
that.
Also, she has told you where the hill giants' stronghold is located. Which is this thing right here.
Yeah, I think it was like Gook or something, her name.
Yeah.
While we were in Tribor, we also heard about the nice giant, and if I remember correctly, he was going in the direction of Yata, and that was the reason we went in that direction.
Yeah, he seems to have... Well, he indicated that he had a business in the Silver Marches. And eventually you traveled in the direction of Yata.
Mm-hmm.
And according to the map token, you actually made it there. With or without incident. I can't really remember. But you made it there.
I think we ended as we started traveling, so I don't know if it was just you.
Oh yeah,
doing it.
maybe I preempted. That is entirely possible.
Yeah.
Um,
My brain seems to tingle that little memory.
Yeah, that's actually pretty. That seems like a thing I would do. Okay, so you travel in the direction of Yatar in the morning.
Yeah, I don't really remember why we wanted to speak to the giant, but
Because he's
I-
nice.
yeah, I think we had a reason.
Just asking some questions, just like maybe he can lead us to some more information about why the what the plan of the frost giants are, for example.
Yeah, I don't think you had a particular reason to want to talk to him. You just heard about him and were curious. As far as I remember.
Yeah,
Okay, so it's about a day's travel to Yalta.
we are on the road again.
And you traverse the edge of the Desert Hills, and you can see that there is some activity there. You can see hill giants in the distance, probably foraging for food. You are able to avoid being seen by them, though. Unless you want to engage them, obviously.
I mean, it's not hard avoiding hill
No.
giants.
It's just you can see that there are hill giants obviously foraging for food there.
Well, I guess
You have a feeling that you know why.
Yeah. Oh, we could take a scan of the surrounding skyline. If there's smoke coming from somewhere, we could probably surmise if they've done something bad or not.
Oh, doesn't appear to be any. They apparently they didn't sack any settlement. They're just these are really actually just foraging.
well, as long as they're not killing and murdering, then I just say let's leave them.
I mean, there's no real point in like unnecessary killing. If these hill giants actually have half a brain, which is amazing to start with, and they know that attacking villages is a bad idea, then let's just ignore them.
So you decide to leave the giants be, and within a day you arrive in Yata, which is a fortified city that is an important river port.
Well, I guess we'll be asking around if they have seen this good giant.
You ask around a bit. There have been sightings of said giant, but he was passing through. He didn't really stay in Yata.
Which direction did he travel in?
He traveled east.
So towards Calling Horns.
Yeah.
What time of day is it?
The trip from Tibor took about a day, so it's moderate evening.
Well, I guess we'll rest here and then tomorrow we'll continue onwards.
Okay. So you are looking for an inn, and as you look for a place to stay, you notice something. you notice a group of people, a fairly moderately sized group of people, apparently of a riverboat, waiting to be let on, and all of them have really fancy clothes on.
Is there a goose on the boat?
No,
How
Not on the
fancy is
boat.
really fancy.
Can we?
Hmm.
Is it just silent or am I lagging out?
no, it's just silent.
Yeah, it went very silent.
Well, can we see the riverboat in question? Is it a very large riverboat that may hold a casino?
It would be large enough to hold an establishment, yes. You can see that it is called the Grand Dame.
Fancy.
The Grand Dame. No, wasn't it the Golden Goose or something that we had the coin for?
Yeah.
I know was several bots. Shit, completely messing up my accent. I went Canadian for a moment.
It's a boot.
Boot!
Isn't that how you say it in the Swedish too?
Slightly different. Bot.
What's all this about?
Oh, yes. I didn't know there was several of these floating establishments going along the river.
Well, previously I didn't know there was even one of them. Until, you know.
Well, we already knew from that coin.
Well, I'm... yes. But before that, I didn't know that there was one.
Guess it'd be kinda rude to ask them if they know when the golden goose is coming around.
Honestly, I don't even know what's your obsession with the golden goose.
I mean, it's not really an obsession, especially not mine. It's more of Patty's.
True. But I plan to keep the wooden coin.
Alright, alright. It's not like I'm asking you to give it up.
Good.
If you are stopping and taking a look for a bit, then you may make a perception.
Hey.
So, amongst the mumblings of the passengers, or patrons, really, it is Mika who hears two people having a conversation about how they lost quite a bit. They lost quite a bit of golden geese the last time, but this time the luck will change.
These people seem to be a little confused about where they are.
No. What do you mean?
They're talking about losing a lot at the Golden Goose last time, but this time their luck will be different. But that's not the Golden Goose.
Well, I guess we could ask someone here if there's the Golden Goose, and then what was this called?
The
Grand
Great
Old Lady?
Dane.
Yes, the boat is called the Grand Dame,
The Grand
Dame.
Dame.
not the Grand Dane.
No, I was thinking the Great Dane,
No.
aka the dog.
Yes, no. It is the Grand Dame.
Eh,
As in Judi Dench.
Yes.
Not Scooby Doo.
Yes.
ruh-roh.
Obviously, if you take it for yourself, you can rename it to the Great Dane.
No.
Not to give you any ideas or something, but
We'll rename it to Judi Dench.
no, that's so meta.
Well, Betty, you're all talking. Why don't you try and ask him?
Who did you ask?
Betty,
Your
could only mean one.
Oh, Batty.
Yeah, that's you.
Well, I guess I will be approaching like a dock worker or something like that.
Yeah, you can see pretty much on the other side of the boat there seems to be an entrance for rowing personnel for the boat, and a couple of dock workers who are loading supplies.
Well, I will be approaching them.
You approach one of them, and he sees you and your attire, and he goes, "Oh, you in security today?"
What? No, I'm not in security.
Gosh darn it! You should have lied!
Says the awful person.
Oh, we have our days.
Uh,
Oh no. Well then, I have to ask you to leave. Sorry. We
oh,
have
I
to
didn't
get
want
going
to.
soon.
Yeah, I didn't want to enter. The thing is, I'm looking for the Golden Goose, and I was wondering if this ship had a connection to the Golden Goose.
Oh, that's the name of the casino.
Oh, the casino is inside the Grand Dame.
Yeah. Don't tell me you haven't heard of the Grand Dame.
I apologize. I came from far away. Only recently arrived, and I have gold to spend, so I was told to go to the Golden Goose.
Have you now? Oh, the captain is always happy to have new guests.
What is
Obviously, you have to leave your weapons Sure.
Oh, that's
For security
not-
reasons. You understand.
That's not going to be a problem.
Especially not for
but-
me.
Yeah. How long until the ship will leave?
If everything goes to plan, we will be leaving in an hour and return at 7.
Well, then I will go and talk to my companions.
Yes, you do that. Have a nice evening.
You too. I will go to the rest. Well, I found out that the Golden Goose is the casino inside the Grand Dame.
Alright then.
And I've discovered that gravity makes things fall. Like forks.
But they don't really like people bringing in weapons. So I was wondering if we should put our weapons into our bags of holding and then take a look. Maybe gamble a few coins.
Yeah. I'd say why not.
I don't understand. Why would we do this?
For the entertainment? To experience something new, something we've never seen before.
That doesn't sound entertaining. Also, I have gambled before. I lost all my marbles.
I'd say you lost those quite a while ago.
Yes, I was like 10 years old when that happened. Frederick was very mean.
Am I the only one who's dying laughing here?
Yes. This is very serious to me.
Well, I don't think they'll allow a beastie on it, so I'll go look for some stabling.
Oh yeah. I'm pretty sure we won't be able to bring our mounts.
Oh yeah, goats also need a home.
But it will be leaving in about an hour.
Oh, I better hurry then.
I'll join you with the goats.
Alright, let's go. And we go search for a stable, I guess.
You will probably be able to find some stabling. You might have to pay a bit extra for security reasons.
Yeah.
I think you are used to that.
Yeah.
You can also
Um,
stable your goats. Still have.
Yeah. I give him like 30 gold. Make sure that they keep him fed, and for someone to run off and get some fine ores for him to eat.
Okay.
Yeah, and I figured that will also probably cover like it
Oh,
would probably cover a quite like a week or two, but
yeah, that covers everything you need and more.
I figure it's better to overspend and make sure that they don't fiddle with him.
That might have been a good idea.
Yeah. Oh, how well has have I started like How's the bonding going?
It's going pretty well. You are keeping him well fed, and you spend a good amount of time with it. So,
And I speak to it a lot.
oh yeah. So
And it can speak back.
true, can. Yeah, it's going good. It's starting to accept you, and it obeys your commands more often than not now.
Is it confused by the fact that sometimes you understand it and sometimes you don't?
Oh no, I've explained that little conundrum to him. Because while he's not smart, I mean he's got an intelligence of 2. If I use comprehend languages, I believe. Or no, is it?
Can you speak with animals?
I do have speak to animals, but I think it's one other spell that I can use that also allows him to understand complicated concepts without actually having the intelligence to understand them. So like I could literally explain to him why that is, and he would actually understand it in his animalistic brain.
Mm-hmm.
I just can't remember the exact spell.
Yeah, I'd say your bonding is going well. So yeah.
Yeah. Well, make sure they're all stabled. Goats and Marauder, and then returning within the hour, having removed my weapons and put them in my bag.
Kukri also goes into the bag.
Do you have one, or do you want to put it in mine?
I don't think I have one, so you're gonna have to take it.
It's fine.
Yeah, I have a bag of holding too, if anyone needs stuff in that.
So you stash away your weapons.
Yep.
And you approach, I assume.
Yeah, that was the reason we stashed it away.
And you can see that the guests are starting to are allowed to board the ship now, and they're starting to go on. And there is a fairly decently orderly queue, and you can see that on the ship's entrance there is a rather stern-looking woman with very exotic features who apparently is greeting everybody and checking everybody for concealed weapons.
Right.
Exotic features.
Yeah.
I'm guessing we are gonna get the better luck when we speak to her.
Yeah. I mean, she's a human, but she's obviously from far away.
Well, Sakaran or Chultan or Shu, something like that.
Yeah, sure.
Ah,
She's looking very Asian.
yeah.
So when it's your turn, she will greet you. Actually, first she will look at you and say, new guests. I haven't seen you around.
Greetings, my lady.
I trust you have no concealed weaponry. Well, I don't trust. I will have you look through, obviously.
I have nothing on my person.
I hope a shield doesn't count. It was kind of hard to stash somewhere, so I've got it on my back. But it's a shield, so
She looks at you and says, Well, maybe you can check it in at the coat check.
Anything he can do with the shield, he can also do with the chair, so...
I figure.
yeah,
let's
but
just-
we have no interest in any fights. We're here to gamble some coin, hopefully win a bit, maybe lose a bit, and then I will shake my purse.
I will
She says, Yes, well, you understand, we don't want any trouble. Trouble is bad for business. And our boss doesn't like bad business. So,
Yes. What do you see? It's I pull out the shield. It's a special one. I don't like putting it somewhere where I can't see it. So, how about you help me with the peace bonding? Just bind it to the strap, okay? Here, I'll even give you some rope.
very well. And I trust you will keep it on your back
Yes.
at all times.
There's no deception here. He's
Yeah, I know.
literally just agreeing.
It's okay. So after she checks you for concealed weapons, you are let in, and she wishes you good fortune.
Thank you.
And pretty much right behind her, you enter a large cabin that has been transformed into a casino. And the centerpiece of this casino is a very large gold-plated wooden sculpture of a goose. Because reasons. And it's standing in the back of the cabin, and the desk around it there are desks where there are glasses of wine free for the taking and snacks. And apart from that, there are 9 gambling tables set up for multiple people, and there are very attractive dealers and serving personnel who work there.
I feel very short and green here. And underdressed.
You probably would feel underdressed, yes.
You're telling me I'm here in a half plate
Well, that's like overdressed.
for the occasion, maybe. Yeah, sure, I have some nice runes and stuff for it, and my beard is all well done, but there's nothing compared to these fops.
Yeah, we don't really fit in here.
Not really, no.
Oh, we don't?
Also behind the statue of the goose there is a spiral staircase leading to the upper deck. And behind that is a large portrait of a very well-nourished man grinning. And below the portrait is a small name tag that says Lord Dryland.
That seems like the boss. Or the boss's favorite person.
So after everybody has boarded, the ship casts off, and people begin to queue up to exchange gold pieces for gambling tokens with the same Asian looking lady that has greeted you. She seems to have a bag full of them, and she takes money and exchanges them for gambling tokens.
Right. I'm gonna go.
I
Oi,
will
lass.
take all my money.
Yes, I assume you want some tokens.
Yes. What's the exchange?
It is 5 gold pieces.
5 to 1, eh? Well, let's start small. Give me 5.
Very well.
10 actually. Because it's easier to divide. And I give her 5 platinum.
Okay. Takes the platinum and exchanges them for 10 tokens. And these are unsurprisingly the same tokens that you already have won.
Right.
Back then when we told they were worth 10.
It wasn't exactly first-hand information, was it?
It was not.
Yeah, that's true.
We
So
heard it.
sad.
We heard it from a guy who heard it from a guy who wasn't probably very respectful. Maybe, I don't know.
Well, I need some coin. I will put 10 platinum pieces.
Okay.
Give me 10.
You get your platinum exchange for gambling chips.
I'm just here to observe.
Okay. You can see that there are people playing cards. You're not sure what the game is, probably. But people who are people who know what games are being played in casinos would recognize this as Three Dragon Ante.
Well, I've seen it played before. Never really learned the rules too much. But I guess I can learn. Is there a place at the seat?
There are a couple of frees.
Well, I'll sit down.
Is it only Free Dragon Ante or?
No, it's not only Three Dragon Ante. It's there is one table where a dice game is being played, and there is another game that would resemble our blackjack.
Right. Is there Dwarven chess?
I don't think there is.
I might have grabbed that one out of somewhere, but I don't know if it was my ass.
Yeah,
Well,
I'll actually sit at the blackjack.
It's generic casino games, really.
Is there roulette?
I don't think they have a roulette. I think dice is the most advanced game they have.
Roulette on a boat doesn't seem very.
Also that.
Yeah.
So you sit down at a blackjack table, and there is a very good-looking dealer dealing cards, and he says, "Oh, welcome. You can join in the next round." And he tells you the minimum bet. And you play a couple of hands. You win some, you lose some. And you can see that after a while, you can see that from the spiral staircase, a very gaudy dressed, rotund man is descending.
The
And
guy from the picture.
yeah, and he is starting to mingle with the more wealthy-looking people.
So I haven't been playing. I've just been looking around.
Yep.
Varys isn't really.
He's not bald, by the way.
Oh,
He has a full head of hair. And a beard.
so
Well-
more like Bobby B.
Yeah. Yeah, pretty much, but without the giant warhammer.
Well, he doesn't use that after he's become king.
You can see that he has a rapier, though.
Sissy sword.
That's kind of cheating that he can have a weapon and we cannot.
Well, he owns the boat, so you know.
He makes the rules.
Yeah.
Well, just as a side note, I've put myself wherever there is the most drinking and chattering.
Okay. Well, since the drinks are free, there is quite a lot of drinking everywhere.
Oh yes, I was mostly thinking about whichever table seemed to have gone mostly into the cups.
Okay.
Don't even care about the game. Just I'm just playing it like, I think I'll do this. I think I'll do this.
I think one of the dice tables is probably a more drunken one than the others, because dice lend themselves to drinking.
Yes.
So you shoot some dice, and you also win some and lose some because you don't really know the rules, but it's dice, so what strategy can there be involved, really?
Eh. I mean, I'm just passing time right now. I'm letting Batty do his stuff.
Yeah, he seems to be
I'm
enjoying a game of cards.
I just look bored and uncomfortable.
Yes, you can see that the man that is apparently Lord Dryland is going around the casino talking to people. And he appears to know most people. And let's see. And then his eye will catch you, Mika, and he's going to approach you.
Oh no! My first instinct is to run and hide under a table, but then I realize that it probably seems suspicious, and I don't.
So he comes up to you and says, "Good evening.
Evening.
I don't think I have seen you in my establishment before.
Well, yeah, I haven't been here before.
Ah. I hope you are having a good time.
Yeah, totally.
So, what's your favorite game?
I don't really play games. I'm just here with that guy and that guy, and I don't know where the rest are.
Interesting. Well, maybe I should talk to these other guys then.
Definitely, they would love that.
Says, but you're welcome to have food and drink from over there.
Sure, okay. I slowly sidestep towards the food. Is there vegetable sticks
Yeah, there's probably vegetable sticks.
and dip?
Yes, a tip of uncertain origin.
It will have to do.
So, now I'm wondering, who sticks out more, Batty or Dane?
Probably Dane because he's wearing armor, or he's wearing metal armor.
But Batty has wings, that's why I call him Batty.
It's true. You both are probably sticking out, but you are sticking out because
You're short.
you are armored,
I'm
Which
also
none-
loud.
which none of the rest is, and you are fairly loud. So he's going to approach you next. Greetings, Master Dwarf.
Ah, greetings! Oh, you're that fella in the picture! How you
Yes.
doing? I
Yeah.
hold out my hand.
He shakes it. He said, "Yes, that I am. My name is Casper Dryland. I am the owner of this
Dane Philbriar.
establishment."
Well, pleased to meet you. You look healthy. I see a tap him on the belly.
That I am. That I am.
A good man, good man. A good meal is always well sought after.
Yes, and
You're so polite.
I see that you are doing your part to keep me well fed. I appreciate that.
It's a game. You win some, you lose some, mostly you lose some. You come
Yes.
here for the drink and the company. That's about it.
That is actually what we're here for. Yes.
Ah, you don't have to be coy with me, man. I know you're here for the money, but it's nice to have the atmosphere anyway.
Well, so you from Yata?
Oh no, I'm from
Ah.
Mithril Hall. Not lived there my entire life, but most of it. It's a
Far
nice
away
place.
then. Far away from home then.
It's not too far. It's only a couple of towns over.
It's on the other side of the Evermoors and farther.
Ah. If you think that far, you're not well traveled.
No, I travel the river up and down. That's enough for me.
Nah. Oh, I just been up in Icewind Dale. That was
Have you
cold
now?
as shit.
Yeah, have you now? Yeah, it's called the Icewood Dale for a reason.
Oh yes, but when a dwarf freezes his tits off, then you know it's cold.
You know, I had a patron not too long ago. Claimed to have family there.
Oh. Oh, that's the. I wouldn't say that's a bit as. Shit, I'm losing my words. Think I've been drinking too much.
No such thing as drinking too.
Well, no. Unless you're, well, in the river. But, not gonna happen. Anyway, what was this fella's name? Maybe I met him.
I think his name was Simber or something.
Jim, remind me, have I met someone by that name?
You. But you.
I actually don't. Yeah, it's been mentioned, but I don't think you actually know too
You
much.
might have heard the name. I'm not sure how much you.
Actually, I mentioned it when you arrived to.
Then you heard Lazar mentioning the name.
I can't say I've met the person, but I've heard of the whoever it is. It is a friend of mine, in Austin. At them Daylands. It's the tall man over there with the giant wings. I call him Batty.
Ah, yeah. I was going to go to him next because don't get many tieflings here.
Yeah, he's good. He's good in with words, but I'd keep my hands behind my back if I were you.
Oh, how come?
Oh, the good lookers. They don't know how to handle themselves sometimes behind when there's talkative men in front of them.
You're so polite. And also,
Charisma 8, bitches.
I shall keep that in mind. I will leave you to your dice.
Mostly to the wine. But yes, have a good evening, my good man, and remember the name, Dan Feldbreyer. If you ever have trouble, just call me name.
I will.
and as the man leaves, I will go to Dane with a whole entire bowl of vegetables.
Hi, lass. What you been off to?
Oh, just this. Crunch,
Why?
crunch, crunch.
I see you're not blinking. That's a bit of a waste, and it's free.
Well, I still remember the last time I drank and got sick.
You just drank too much. Just drink less. Moderation.
But
Ski.
I don't remember how much I drank, so how can I drink less?
Come here. And I pull her into the table, and I just put, like, I snatch a wine glass from someone who has, like, several. Like, excuse me. And put it in front of Mika. Now, here's how this works. And I start, like, fiddling her into the game, letting her roll dice for me and stuff like that.
Oh, she's your lucky charm.
Yeah, basically.
I'm not a leprechaun.
It looked like one.
Ooh.
Hi.
Don't you have halfling blood? Halflings are known for being lucky.
It's true.
That is true. That is actually true.
But you don't know that. Or do you? I can't remember if Mika has actually mentioned it. She's just very short.
Nah. I mean, you're green, you're short, and that's pretty much all he needs.
Also, are you not wearing a hat?
I don't think I'm wearing it right now because
No.
we're not in the north.
Oh, it was a warm hat.
It had cat ears. Of course, it was a warm hat.
That is true. I almost forgot about. Or wasn't it bunny ears?
I wanted bunny ears, but the bunny
Oh.
hat was wrong color, so I had to take the cat ears.
Oh, well, maybe you'll find bunny ears somewhere.
Maybe.
So you're roped into gambling with Dane. You may
I
or may
also
not be
eat-
drinking some wine.
I am drinking some wine, but I'm mostly eating vegetables, the entire bowl of them. Unless Dane wants
Some of the other patrons are looking at you funny, but nobody seems to be really paying attention to that.
Hi.
Meanwhile, Lord Dryland is going to advance to Lazar, the third person that he doesn't know.
Oh, come on! Papa needs a new pair of boots.
Don't we all?
Oh, greetings, good sir.
Greetings. I am Lord Dryland, the owner of this establishment. I was just making sure that everybody is having a good time. And since
Oh.
I've seen your face before,
Oh,
I was eager to talk to you.
greetings, my lord. I'm sorry that I called you sir. I wasn't
No,
aware of your
it's
lordly
quite
status.
alright.
But yes, it's true. You've probably never seen me before. I have been traveling a bit, originally from West Haven. Westgate.
Or Crown.
No, Westgate.
Westgate? Okay.
Westgate is Forgotten Realms, West Crown is
Yeah.
Galarian. Yeah, I'm from the gateway to
Also-
the west.
Oh, also quite a long way from home. I think even a bit longer than the dwarf over there.
Oh, most likely. I've been on a long journey in order to find certain people. Well, one person.
You are on hunt? Huh.
Well, not so much a hunt. It's a person that my father had dealings with.
And were you in luck?
No, not so far. I've been to, to the north, and there I got information that he had actually been located in this place, the one I'm looking for.
Really? Really?
I don't know if you're familiar with him.
You wouldn't know his name?
His name is Simba.
Oh. I'm afraid you have missed him by a couple of weeks.
Oh,
He used to frequent this place very often.
yeah, that's
He
what
was
I
good.
learned from his family.
One day he
Well,
just
his son.
stopped. I don't know if something happened to him or if he just went away or if something else is the matter. He gambled here quite a lot actually. I have had many a good meal on his expense, if you know what I mean.
Oh, I actually heard that he won a good amount of coin, but maybe that's just what he told his son.
Oh no, sometimes he did, sometimes he didn't.
You wouldn't know where he left? If it was Nyata or some other city?
Yeah, I think he had to have lived in Yatar. At least that's what he told me.
Well, thank you for that information. At least now I know that I should be looking for more information in Yata.
Yeah, and if you happen to find him, tell him that I'm awaiting him for more business.
Of course I will tell him.
Well then, I shall leave you to your cards. I hope Lady
shall
Luck is
leave-
smiling on you, but not too much.
Yeah, I understand that. I mean, in this matter, we are kind of opposite. I want to make coin, you want to make coin. In the end, only one of us can.
Yes, that is the nature of this game.
But hopefully, I will make some coin and you will make coin from others.
I could live with that. Just don't try anything funny. Our security officer has a very good eye.
Oh, don't worry. I have no intention of doing anything against the rules. I mean, I hardly even know the rules for this game.
Huh, that's good to know then. And then he will leave you to your own devices.
Well, I guess I will play a couple of games more, and then I will go to the rest.
Okay, so all of you are going to
Crunch, crunch.
probably do a bit more of what you were doing. You will probably notice Lord Dryland going around and talk to people. Maybe you will actually try and catch a couple of bits of conversation where he's trying to. He's apparently trying to gain more influence and become Yarta's next water baron, which is basically the leader of the city. And he's apparently trying to gain influence with Yartarian nobles in order to help him get there.
He has weird ways of doing this.
I'm sure they're actually pretty good. I mean, he collect them here and can toady with them while they play.
Yeah, that is pretty much what he's doing. Which is also the reason why he usually talks to new faces first.
And I'm pretty sure that to make certain customers happy, he might have ways of ensuring that they leave this establishment with a bit more profit than they came.
He might have, but you don't know that.
This,
I can only guess.
His whole thing seems a little bit fishy to me. I don't like it.
Well, seems like typical toadying.
I'm out.
So the boat is traveling along the river, making a bigger loop, and returning at dawn to Yata. So you have pretty much the whole night for gambling and mingling, drinking and eating.
Is there a resting place in here? Sounds
Not
so
really, no.
Oh goodness.
Don't worry, Dane's gonna keep you awake.
Is there a deck I can go to?
There is a balcony on the upper deck, but I mean not but, there is a balcony on the other.
Can I go there? Or is it?
You most certainly can.
I will go there. And I will try not to fall asleep.
It's so you have to ascend this spiral staircase and exit the cabin where it is, and then you are on the upper deck outside.
I still probably have some vegetable sticks with me.
Well, they are free. So you sit on the balcony. You can see that
Actually, I lie on my back.
you can see the sky and smell the. Actually, they are going towards the high forest, but not nearly far enough to actually get there. It's only one night's travel. It's a loop. But the wind might bring you some evermore smell.
Whatever that is.
Peat bog.
Fun.
It smells incredibly smoky.
Yeah. So, like I said, it's probably you will spend the whole night on this boat, doing whatever.
So much.
You would probably a couple of other guests apparently are also here the first time, as you can tell from the conversation Lord Dryland has with them, because he's not a very discreet man. He's just loud and boisterous. And one of these parties will sooner or later be ejected from the boat because they are suspected of cheating.
Are they just thrown overboard?
Yes, they are.
Do I hear the splash?
Yeah, you will probably also see. You might be able to see. They're not going to throw them off the balcony, but
Do they appear to be drowning? Because that's gonna be a problem.
let's see.
Well, they are on the river, so I assume they can swim to the edge.
Yeah, so
Well, if they can swim, yes, but if they can't swim, they can't.
the person that is being thrown overboard seems to be capable of swimming well enough to reach one of the shores.
Oh, good.
He also seems at least slightly inebriated.
So, how far into the night does my 10 coins last?
Well, you win some, you lose some. You probably could go at least half the night with your 10 coins.
Right. Well, I'm basically by the same table the entire night, making friends with the other patrons,
Yes,
getting
maybe
a lot
you
of
can-
people drunk.
Yeah, and then maybe you can persuade some people to lend you coins.
Nah, that's not Dane's way.
Okay, so you're just having a good time.
Yeah.
And for you, the time is probably going to pass really quickly.
I mean, once I'm out of coin, I'm gonna go. First, I'm gonna go look at how Bat is doing.
Well, I came over to you and looked at you for a while.
Well, I was losing.
Eventually.
Just having a lot of a good time. But I imagine that you didn't stay like for several hours.
No, I would mostly say that I had information about the person I was looking for. He was in Yatar a couple of weeks ago, so when we get back to Yatar, we could ask around.
Right. I'll keep that in mind. Dane doesn't look very steady. Oh,
Yeah.
yes. Have you seen where the leprechaun's gone?
The leprechaun?
Yes.
I'm a leprechaun now.
I'm afraid not. I haven't seen any leprechauns.
Well, ever since she went, I've just been losing and losing.
Well, I guess I should join you at your table. Maybe that'll turn your luck.
I mean, no offense, but you're not as lovely.
Or a scream.
Well, I will gently caress the stone that I carry around.
That's not weird at all.
Dane looks at you weirdly, turns on a heel and walks away.
Because things got weird.
Was that the luck stone?
Yeah, I have luck stone.
Oh, you made it weird.
Well, nothing compared to last time.
Well, maybe this was weird because of the last time.
Okay.
I wonder where Axo is. I mean, his small delay has been quite a while.
I believe it might be parents.
And I believe our dear Teddy has accidentally fallen asleep.
I think so too.
What
Yeah.
if you scream really loud?
Yeah, I
Then
mean,
he might
he...
wake up.
Oh, he's not asleep.
We didn't have time to call your name 3 times.
Well, just call his name 3 times and then snap your heels, isn't it?
No, that's when you get to Kansas.
It depends on
Ah.
the legend you are using.
And that's not even... No, you don't need to say anything 3 times. Don't think.
Yeah, I was referring to
Bloody Mary?
no.
All the
Has-
other
Hastur.
legends?
Yeah, that's just 3 times. Name 3 times.
And it's more applicable to Toad.
Are you saying he's not a Bloody Mary?
Are you saying he is an ancient evil?
Ancient evil of insanity, thank you
Yes.
very much.
Obviously.
Fun fact, I was on the floor until just now.
Woohoo.
And now you have risen?
Yes.
Well, aren't you Jesus?
Yes.
Anyway, what has our dear bear friend been doing?
Did he fall asleep again?
His name is Burr, not Bear.
But he is a bear. A teddy bear.
Also, you should have noticed by now that I've pretty much given everyone a nickname. Well, except Mika. The leprechaun thing was mostly just because we're here. Hey, look, it's an Axu.
Hello, it is indeed.
Oh, Jesus!
Yeah, he was a bit louder than the rest.
Well, would that be because my microphone is considerably closer to me this time? Because another hole.
Well, your microphone is probably turned up a lot, because I just turned you down by 40% and it did almost no difference.
That's weird.
Okay, so as you catch him up, I'm going to take a quick bio break.
Alright.
Because here's the thing, I have not touched my settings at all, and it's identical to my other, like normally when I'm this home.
We're on a mode. We're on a mode.
Okay. Interesting.
We're on a boat, motherfucker. On a boat,
Also, I'm a
motherfucker.
leprechaun now.
Okay.
And I'm gonna
Yes.
go get Coke.
Well, we're I can drop the accent for this. We're on we're on the Golden Goose, aka the Grand Dame, the casino. We found little bit of information. We've met the owner of the place, who's looking to become the next Riverlord, or whatever it was called.
Water Baron.
Water Baron. They should rename it to Riverlord.
Also, you still didn't drop the accent.
I know. It's a thing. It's like I spend 5 minutes getting into the accent, and then it's just stuck in it.
Don't even try.
It's like when I'm playing Iron Soul. I get stuck in that that slightly creepy, calm voice.
Well, so Iron
It's
Soul
a
more
creepy
sounds.
calm voice.
I wouldn't call it a creepy calm voice, more like a robot voice.
I feel like perpetually confused voice would be.
Your voice is ambrosia.
No.
No. Iron
Yeah.
Soul, he speaks like this, with
Yeah.
many pauses and a lot of misplaced sounds or notes.
Yeah, he needs a drummer.
Just like he's not entirely there.
Can't breathe. Talking like shut.
Yeah, for some reason it makes me think of that robot from, I think it's Portal.
Which one of them? Say-
Gladys?
Probably GLaDOS.
Yeah.
You monster. I will be so happy when I get rid of you.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, Icarus said it reminded him more of the G-Man. Which is kind of, sort of what I was going for, except not as creepy.
Oh, you have a picture of Darth Maul.
No. Look
And,
again.
Don't look at me, I'm not here.
we lost someone. Oh, it was actually. I think he's back.
Yes, I am. I had to reload Discord because better Discord wasn't loading, and the light theme is burning in my eyes. Still not loading for some reason.
Tragic.
Yes, it is. Now I can't be bothered. I just switch it to dark mode for a while. Feels weird when you don't have a background picture in your Discord.
Yeah, well, it became the next morning.
Yeah, so you spend the night on the boat,
Yeah.
doing whatever. Maybe winning some, maybe losing some.
Well, I would actually suggest that we sleep during the morning when we get back to Yatsa. Since we
You
haven't
don't
been
say.
able to sleep here.
Dan is not gonna be in any condition to travel in a few hours. I'd be amazed if he even gets off the fucking boat.
Well, maybe they do have those guards that can help lift you off.
You will be able to disembark one way or another.
For some reason, right now I have a picture of us putting Dane in our bag of holdings, but his head over.
Oh, he's not like tipping over. He's more like comfortably wobbling.
Yeah, he's a dwarf. It takes a lot to tip one over.
But he had free drinks the whole night.
I guess that might do it because it's a dwarf.
And it was wine.
Yes. And I have had a lot of people to talk to.
Yeah.
Most of which
were favorable in their reactions to you.
Eh. They might insult most people he speaks to, but he insults them in a good way.
A couple of them might have been annoyed, but mostly people were who you were getting on.
I mean, the company gets better with every drink you take.
So does Dane speak. Slips more and more into Dwarvish. But yes, as we get back, I will wobble my way to the nearest inn.
Yeah.
And order.
I assume you all are going to do that.
Yeah, I follow.
Some more wobbly than others.
Yeah.
And you can find an inn with a room, given that it's morning.
I assume we had already found one where we had put our goats and other carrying animals.
Various riding animals. Yeah.
So I assume we'll just rest there.
You can. You take your long rest.
Yeah, I'll have a small breakfast before heading to bed.
Okay.
I've been eating all night, so I don't.
You were up all night to get lucky.
No.
Was there like some? Was there be like two guys with helmets, just pressing some weird beeping machines with the music in the casino?
There should have been, but there weren't.
I actually think a Pentatonix is the better version. So it would be 5 people singing.
Yeah, Pentatonix has good ones.
I think the best one is Barack Obama sings Up All Night to Get Lucky.
That is actually brilliant.
I like the one where Trump sings Smash Mouth All Star.
Wait, what?
I have not seen
Why?
this.
Why have I not seen this?
Well, I say he sings.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, but no, of course, it's inauguration editor, isn't it?
But it's pieces of speeches from him cut to make up the words of All Star.
Oh yes, that's how the Barack Obama thing also works. I need to see this.
I like how we just literally paused for this.
Well, some things are important.
Of course.
Okay, that's actually pretty fucking bad.
It's All-Star. What did you expect?
I think the point is to be bad. Yeah. Okay. It's intriguing. Someone clearly doesn't use headphones.
It's not me. I use headphones.
Okay.
Sorry. I got stuck with Barack Obama. It's like it's, it's an entire fucking industry making songs out of president's
yeah.
speeches.
Or basically anything that you can like sample anything from.
Yeah.
Like,
Although is it just me, or is Axel very robotic today?
Yes.
could be my microphone being horrible. Also, the fact that I'm in a place where that has horrible internet.
Probably the internet, because your mic is
Yes.
fine.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. At my other home, I get fiber. Here, I get copper. Yeah.
In any case, you have taken a long rest
Indeed.
in the morning, which is interesting. But sometimes that's how things go.
Who needs to follow the day-night cycle anyway?
So yeah, you're in Yata, and it is, well, probably around noon.
I'm gonna wake up and go to the inn and have take the best cure for a hangover, so more alcohol.
So you are continuing to drink. Am I getting that
course.
right?
Yes.
Okay.
There's a full Finnish song about this. So you know, about how if you never stop drinking, the hangover will never come.
I mean, it's not wrong.
Pretty much.
It sounds like the truth.
Okay, so Lam continues to drink. What about the others?
I guess I'll have something to eat for breakfast.
Do you have some vegetable sticks left over?
I don't think so. I I did not put them into my pockets.
Oh. So you were actually a good guest.
Yes, and also who wants to put vegetable sticks into their pockets and later eat them? That's not cool.
Flavored with lint.
I mean, it's better than like putting like what transporting your salt sticks, like putting them. Because I didn't have a bag, so I put them inside my what is it, pillow? But they were still in the bag, like the salt stick bag. But then I forgot that they were there and used the pillow.
That sounds like a great plan.
Yes, it was glorious. Made a cracking sound.
You're a clicking sound.
Cracking, different thing.
But you're a cracking sound.
Try to decide.
Well, I guess I'll have breakfast and then I will go into Yata and ask around if they know anything about Simbo.
Okay. Make an investigation check. You gather some information that there was indeed a man called that in this town, but you gather that he has disappeared a couple of weeks ago. You have heard rumors that he was going in and out of the high forest, but nobody knows where or why.
I don't really like the sound of that. Well, nothing I can really do about that. Any idea what direction he left in since then?
No, actually, he just seems to have disappeared one day.
That was strange. Oh, do they have a cartographer in the city, by the way?
Probably.
One who might have a more detailed picture of the High Forest.
You can probably find of the High Forest itself. Depends on how detailed you need it.
Well, I guess more detailed than this. Like, one where I might actually use it to find out where my map is leading.
You can try and bring your map to a cartographer to maybe see if it's if it fits.
Oh, I wouldn't bring the map to a cartographer. I would go to a cartographer and ask if they had a good detailed map, and then buy it.
Compare them yourself.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you can do that. You can try and get a detailed map of the lands surrounding the Evermoors in the High Forest.
Well, I'll buy that then.
Okay, given that it is very detailed, or at least as detailed as you can get, it will probably run you 100 gold pieces.
Oh, dear God. Well, I'll smile and pay.
But yeah, it is detailed enough for you to see, to compare to your map.
Well, I guess I'll go back to the inn and find one of those shady corners.
Okay.
I'd assume I'm sitting at the table by now, having woken up. And I'm like, hey, gods.
What? Do you have a headache?
No, but I feel like I've been punched in the gut 10 times in a row.
I swear I didn't do it.
It feels like it.
It wasn't me.
Oh, that's a shame.
I don't think so. Your insides would probably be like pudding.
Lass, at some point, I need to step out of those baby shoes.
These are new shoes. I just bought them like a few weeks ago.
Right. Well, oi, Bertie, Dan says as you come in.
Yeah?
Did you find anything?
Well, the person I'm looking for was here a few weeks ago, and he was seen entering the High Forest, and then I have acquired a more detailed map of the forest. I'm going to look into what I already have.
Okay. I'll just keep us posted.
Yeah,
Still-
I will.
Still going for a little giant bitch. Or are we changing directions?
Well, my guess is that we would be going to Calling Horns from here, and then we can decide to follow the road south to the giant's place.
Alright.
This feels like a bit of a detour on my pilgrimage, but I guess.
How do you know where your pilgrimage leads you?
Well, I'm supposed to feel it. And currently I feel like I should go kick some giant butts.
And we are getting to giants in a few days.
Like I said, detour.
I might look around for a day or two and you might find one. But what's the point, really?
I don't know.
Exactly. You know, sometimes I wonder, why do I do these things? I don't even know.
What things?
Going around, just no goals, no direction.
Oh. Well, I don't know either.
I mean, sometimes I find a quiet corner, do some smithing for a week or two. Maybe teach a few kids how to read. But that's about it. Also traveling with you folk, I've never had so much fighting in my life.
But
Well,
it is
you know you enjoy it.
Well, yes, of course I do. Otherwise I wouldn't be here.
Hmm. I will look up from the map. Well, I have a pretty good idea where to go. How would you guys feel about a couple of days detour into the Lost Peaks?
Lost Peaks? How's that?
Well, it's if you go from Calling Hans and follow the river to the east, you'll get to the Lost Peaks.
Right. Is it those, the smaller things next to the Star Mounts? Because those I've seen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, as a player, I know exactly where it is. I'm talking as Dane.
Yeah, according to this map, it's pretty close to the Star Mounts.
Alright. Well, Mika, what do you say?
Well, I guess I'm coming with. It's not like I can fight giants on my own.
Oh, you probably could.
Well, depends on the giants. Like, if there's just one giant, and it's not a very good one,
So what you're saying is you could take a hill giant.
I feel like so.
Right.
Probably.
I'm pretty sure there'll be multiple hill giants when you go to their place. The thing is, what I'm looking for in the Lost Peaks might help us greatly, I hope.
Well, a good axe is also good help, so, you know. Anyway, what do I know about the Lost Peaks? Because there's probably some history around about that place.
Let's see.
That's a shit roll.
Consistent.
Let's see what I know of the Lost Peaks first.
They're made of cheese.
Obviously.
Well, if they are made of cheese, let's go. No time to waste.
And bring the fish.
Yeah, I was about to say, we might want to leave the gnome behind.
No, we just tell him not to bring the fish.
I
But
think
so,
I think
so
the
fishy.
chief is long gone, and I don't think you ever had any with you. Okay, so probably the only thing you would know about the Lost Peaks, besides that they are located in the High Forest, is that they that around the Lost Peaks there are reports of a higher density of Fae than in other points of the. But that might just be a legend.
Well, if they're Fae, they might actually be willing to help us out.
Possibly.
Depends on Fae.
I think it would be in their interest that balance is restored.
Also, Dane probably also would know that a very long time ago there was a dwarven fortress below Lost Peaks that has been lost.
Oh,
I feel like as a dwarf historian he would know.
yes. I probably have advantage on dwarf lore.
That advantage rolled you an 11, but
Well, okay. So, when we off? Today or tomorrow?
Well, even if we left tomorrow, I don't think we could make it to Calling Hans in one day.
No, it's about 2 days journey.
Yeah, so I think we should leave now, and then we'll arrive to Calling Hans maybe tomorrow evening if we push it.
Right.
You make out to Calling Horns, deciding to not lose any time and just start on your way right now.
Yeah. I tell the Marauder to just follow whoever else is in lead, and I'll take a nap on his back using my luxurious saddle.
Okay. So you travel for the most of the rest of the day before you decide you are going make camp.
Yeah, well, actually, if we can travel a few hours into the night, I think we should. If it could ensure us that we would arrive the next day's evening.
Oh yeah.
I mean, we did sleep pretty late, and I think all of us are able to see in the dark.
Yep. Because
Yeah.
we're one of those parties.
Yeah. You decide to push on after the sun is down. And you make a good way, but at some point you decide we will make camp now. And that is what you do.
Yes. And I think for the first time, Dane allows the Marauder to actually dig itself down properly for the night.
Okay.
They like sleeping on the ground.
Well, I guess we should split up guardings. Guard duty.
I've got first.
And we lost someone.
Axel.
Oh.
Is internet died again?
Well, I'll take the last one.
You can wake me up at some point and I'll take the watch after you. Then, obviously, because I can take the last after the last one. I mean...
Well, all depends on how mean you want to be.
Not very.
Then it's settled.
Only slightly. So you take your rest, and on all of your watches, there is nothing out of the ordinary happening, except for local wildlife traversing. But really, nothing very dangerous or out of the ordinary.
No sudden giant attacks.
No sudden giants.
Or
They sleep
sudden
at-
meteors.
They sleep at night, you know. Well, some of them.
So my electricity just flashed.
Ooh.
That's nice.
Yeah, that's always fun.
Yeah.
Yep.
At least it came right back.
It was just enough to blink all the lights and turn off my computer.
That sounds like fun.
Yes.
This is exactly the reason why I have a UPS between my computer and like wall in my outer home.
You mean a surge protector?
It's one of those things. It's not a surge protector, but it's like one of those things that it first kind of sucks from the electricity until it's full, and it has like power for about 2 hours. And
Yeah.
so if it goes out, it just goes for about 2 hours. Weighs a shit ton.
Well, we rested.
Yes, you rested up. And in the morning, you have breakfast, break camp, and travel on.
Well, I'll play a small tune on my windpipes.
Oh god.
Yeah, Lizard plays a jaunty tune, and much to the joy or not of the others. And you make good way on your way to Calling Horns. However, as you travel, you can see in the distance on the road that there is something blocking your way. It looks like 3 gigantic humanoids who are in the process of emptying a cart that they have tipped over.
I'm gonna stand on the back of my Marauder and see if I can get a better look. Basically doing the scouting move. Like hand over brow,
Yeah.
looking to see if there's someone, if whoever was there is still there. Like if it's a merchant carts or whatever.
Give me a perception check.
Oh, great.
All of us?
With since you are standing on your Marauder, you can have advantage on it.
Hey.
If the others want to do one as well, you are welcome.
Yeah, I won't stand on my mount.
I think your goat might have problems with that.
I still see almost as good as you do.
Yeah. Well,
I actually think I got a reindeer, not a...
oh yeah, right. You don't have a goat yet. Well, that would actually probably survive you standing on it.
Yeah,
You have
my
to keep-
reindeer is red-nosed. I want it to fly.
You also have to keep in mind that Lazar is like thin as a fucking pen.
I suppose.
I have to be in order to fly.
Are your bones hollow?
I actually think they are.
Tragic.
Well,
So if we ever kill Lazar, we can't feed him to the dogs.
you
Sad.
can, but
Yes, that's the sad part.
Obviously.
regardless, all of you will recognize humanoid figures as hill giants. And Dane, Mika, and Lazar will notice that the tipped over cart, it really is turned over on its head. And you can see that there is an arm sticking out from under it.
I will run.
Oh,
as
in the name of the gods. Yes, let's go.
But I'm actually quicker than my goat, so I leave my goat behind.
You can run if you want to. You can leave your goat behind.
That was lovely.
I
Yeah,
will
We can dance.
I will jump off my Morado and click my heel boots together. Giving me a speed of 50.
Okay.
You're quicker than I am.
Well,
I'll
We are back at the generic street map number 2.
I'll use my
Not
Yes.
picture the cart. You can assume that the cart is somewhere in the middle of.
Height. We haven't set the Morado's actual size, so he's tiny again.
Oh, it's large, isn't it?
Yes. Thank you.
do, 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 do.
Yay! I'm so fast.
Yes, Lazar, also known as the Flash.
Yay!
There. Okay.
Ah, right, that was the secondary effect. I was like, hold on, didn't the Boots of Spade give me one more thing? But it's just doubling. And yes, it did. Any attacks of opportunity that come from moving against me has disadvantage.
Yeah. Because you are blindingly fast.
Yes. And would probably hurt quite a bit if I tumbled into someone.
But I'm still faster.
Yeah, still, first roll of the day. That is good.
Oh no. Is that really the first?
Yes. Well, mine at least.
Well, 100% of your rolls have been natural 20s.
Yes, that is correct.
Well, I don't really feel bad about rolling a 5 now. Well,
Balance.
rolling that 1 because I would probably still be last.
Hey. I think we have established that the teddy bear is sleeping somewhere in some backpack.
Yes.
Then
Card. He's sleeping in the cart.
Yeah.
Because
Then
cart.
it is Mika first.
Yeah. And if I'm actually already at that point where I am at the map,
Yeah, sure.
then I'll use 1 key point to dash as a bonus action. And I'm gonna run to this rock thing here, and then jump from the rock thing to this giant here,
Okay,
punching him twice.
do it. You are looking for 13s, so you hit with both of them.
That's nice.
They're not particularly well armored or quick.
Can I kind of stay on his shoulders?
If you give me an athletics check for it,
Oh no.
I'll trade you staying on his shoulders for an athletic.
Oh no. Oh no.
You can't really manage to grab hold of his shoulder properly, but you manage to not fall prone from him.
Can I at least land on his foot
Yeah,
just to annoy him?
yeah, you can. But you deal 22 points of damage, which is nice.
No.
10.
Oh, I'm sorry. 10.
I'm not quite that awesome.
Yeah, yeah. I don't know what I added there. It's 10. Right. Then I suppose it's still Giant's turn.
I have made a huge mistake.
You can guess 3 times why I figured it was a good point to click my boots.
This is starting to get slightly annoying and worrying.
Famous last words.
This is starting to get slightly annoying and worrying.
No,
Well,
I made a huge mistake.
Yep.
the Hill Giant is going to try and swat at you twice. Maybe he could, running the risk of hitting his foot with his club.
Please, natural one.
If he rolls a natural one, I accept some damage on his foot.
15. I don't think it's.
No, it is not.
24 might.
Yes, it does.
Which means you are going to have to endure 19 points. Clubbing damage.
This is fine.
The other two are going to hear the first one screaming as you Superman punched him, basically, and
Sure.
are going to turn around and look around and see you coming.
Can they see me? Am I too tiny?
I don't know if they see you. They are going to see the others, though.
This was a great argument.
And one of them is going to throw a boulder at the large spiky thing.
That's a toss and a half.
Well, he will probably have disadvantage for range, but he is well within range, well within maximum range.
Don't they have like 240?
Yeah. So yeah, he tosses at a disadvantage, but the range actually is not a problem. The other one will just throw at the nearest one, which is also at a disadvantage because 60 and 240. But still, they are going to try. Okay, the one at Dane first is a miss, and the one at the Marauder is also a miss. Critical even.
Ooh. Does the Marauder like catch it with like a swing of one of its claws and cuts it before it lands?
Yeah, why not? And then the Stone Giants, Hill Giants, I'm sorry, are going to move a bit. Because that's a thing they can do.
I don't know, are they smart enough?
I mean, they are
Smart enough to walk.
smart enough to take commands from a queen who tries to become as fat as possible. Which, in game terms, is an intelligence of 5, if you must know. Okay. And the one with Mika on his foot is not going, because he is engaged by her.
Yay.
She's engaged to him.
Gross.
That's a massive ring.
Yeah, can wear it as a necklace. Lum.
Well, okay.
Yeah. They move in a way that now I can't snowball them.
Oh no, is the enemy inconveniencing you?
Yes, a lot. Because yeah. I mean, I could snowball them all, but then I'd be snowballing like Mika as well.
That is correct.
It's an area effect.
Yes.
It's basically a fireball made out of ice.
No, it's a snowball. Completely different thing. I totally didn't just change the name and damage type.
Because I do have evasion, so that might help me.
Yeah. Oh wait, no, actually, I can spend a sorcerer point, and you automatically succeed on your save, and you can use the invasion. So there's like no chances of you being shit.
Cool.
There's no
You are going
chances
to
of
throw a
you being
careful
shit.
snowball then.
Yes.
Okay.
He's going to lob it in such a way that it narrowly misses
The food.
his companion.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well then, let's see if hill giants are nimble enough to avoid this. Which I think they might not be, but we...
That doesn't really matter because they're sacks of hit points.
Well, yeah.
That was just under average damage. Goddamn.
I'm
The
dead.
first one... Nope. The second one... Nope. And the third one is also nope.
That
They
was
are
beautiful.
all going to take full damage from this.
beautiful, beautiful snowball.
Thank you. That's my turn.
Okay. Then it is Dane.
Yes. Dane is going to pull out his sword and shout. He's going to shout an old dwarf war cry as a shield shimmers around him, and he charges a little bit weirdly using. He charges around like so, using the giant boulder to give him some height so he can lunge himself at the hill giant's throat.
Okay.
Yes, so he's going to do like a
Going
flying
to be
slash.
the Achilles.
Yes.
So I'm Superman.
That is
Good
it.
to know.
That are 17 points of damage, which is nice.
Yes. And I'm guessing he's not dead yet.
No.
So, on my way back, as I lose my footing, I pull a little bit of extra power and slash him across the clavicle on my way down.
Ooh. Ah, sad.
That is very sad.
It's still 12 points of damage.
Isn't it 22?
Actually, it is because that's it's 10 plus 12. The 2 is for the crit damage for the sword, and the 8 is
Oh,
the
I
crit
see.
damage for the
I
fire.
see.
So yes, it's actually 22 damage, which is
Yeah,
still
that
a
is-
lot.
Oh, that is good. That is very good. Okay.
Yes, and that is all I can do, and that was a very good round.
That was actually a very, very good round for you.
Yes.
Well, you
ima-
dealt like 40 damage.
Just imagine what I'll do when I get my second attack.
We shall
Oh,
find.
you don't have a second attack.
No,
now.
that was my
Please.
action surge.
He's about.
Ah,
He has about 3 classes. He hasn't got anything good really yet. Well, not anything good, but
I'm a cleric, I'm a bard, I'm a fighter. I can do lots of shit.
Yeah.
Anyway, I need to go look for my cat. So, BRB.
yes. In the meantime, it is Lizard's turn.
well, I guess I will be moving, and then I will be using my cunning action to dash, and then I will use my action to cast a blur.
Okay. Full defense round.
Yeah, I can't get up to them this round anyway.
Okay.
Because I don't have fancy boots.
Oh yeah, they didn't have enough pairs, if I remember correct.
I actually don't think I asked for them, because I had already filled out my slots.
I didn't want them anyway.
Well, then we're back at Mika.
Punch. Punch. Punch, punch.
So 4.
Yes.
Okay.
First boom. Then a boom and a please. Nope. Then another boom and please make a dexterity saving throw.
Oh no, that's my weakness. I think I might actually make this. I'm not sure of your DC.
I think you make it. I still
think
I think it was 15 if I remember
Yeah.
correctly.
yeah, 14 or 15.
Yeah, I think it was for. Yeah, it's 14. Oh well,
He stays standing.
I'll still punch him again.
And
That's decently rolled damage.
three hits. That tried pretty hard. Heh. Okay. You punch his shin.
Mm-hmm.
And you can hear some very unhealthy sounding creaking and cracking sounds from within his leg.
I'm breaking your bones.
You are. In retaliation,
He will hit his own foot.
he might. He's not going to hit you, at least. And also not on the back.
He almost hit his own foot though.
Yeah. It was close. The other one is focusing on Dane because he did a crap ton of damage.
Well, my hope was to catch both of their attention by screaming loudly and jumping and being flashy.
Yeah, actually, the third one is probably also going to do that. Even though there is this cat person that has cast a spell that damaged all of them right there.
No, Dad. Nah, they're just saying things.
I'm gonna say they have a short attention span, and Dane was flashier in this round.
I approve.
And he's not going to be able to penetrate your armor.
Oh. It's a combination of dodging, blocking, parrying, and just things bouncing of thin air.
Right, then it's Slum again.
Okay, so it would have been good, but now Dane's there.
Dane can take it.
Please. Please.
Dane can take
Yeah,
it.
you're making my life very difficult. How much of being a caster?
No.
The joys of not being an evoker.
Well, you can hit 2 of them.
Yes, but I kinda wanna hit 3 of them. That's my point.
Well, the 2 that are currently engaged in melee are the 2 that are looking the worst out of the bunch, obviously.
Give me a second. I will now do some measuring.
Because one of them now has a pronounced limp, and the other one has a gash on his clavicle.
Yeah,
So-
fine. I'll hit the 2 people. I will hit the 2 in melee.
Okay.
Oh.
Is a nope, and that is a nope. You hit both of them fully.
Good.
Appropriate reaction.
Right, Dane.
Yes. Arg! Slashy slashy.
Okay. That is a yes.
but no death.
No.
Right.
Actually, let me maths this real quick, because it might, really. No, he's on his last legs, though.
Well, I mean, I don't have more than one pair of legs, so
Well, you've dealt 102 points of damage to it, and it has 105 hit points.
Fuck's sake. Well, I'll yell out another war cry, granting an inspiration to Mika, because she's in the thick of it.
Yep.
Still only a d6.
No, it's better than nothing.
Yes, and I will also take a step like so.
Okay.
I do not give two shits that they're flanking.
Yeah, you wouldn't. Lazar.
Well, I'll jump forward a bit.
The one
And-
next to him is really, really looking very, very close to collapsing.
Well, I will shoot this one with my sneak attack,
Okay.
and as my bonus action, I will shoot at this one that was very damaged, right?
Okay. Yep. I mean, the other one is very damaged as well.
Yeah. Well, hopefully the one without sneak attack can still take one down. Provided I hit, of course.
I think you will. They are not heavily armored.
Yeah, well, the one against Mika.
Yeah, that is a hit. And that's not great damage, but still 18.
And then the other, the one against Dane, which doesn't have a sneak attack.
Yep.
7.
Okay. So you climb up or fly up this rock and launch 2 bolts in quick succession from your hand crossbow. And yeah, basically you hit both of them straight in the eye, and both of them drop dead.
Kill stealer.
You stole 2 kills, not 1 but 2.
Oh right, I forgot one thing.
double kill.
As the giant collapses almost on top of Mika,
That was easy.
she manages to avoid.
Yes, I do. I have evasion.
Also, it's your turn now.
Well, let's just run to the guy there. And then just punch, punch, punch. Dexterity saving throw, please.
Yep, he drops.
I will tickle his feet.
How is that the one you managed to miss?
I don't know. I will tickle his feet again.
I love your damage. Max, minimum, minimum, max.
Yep.
There is no gray, only black and white.
You mean green and red.
Okay. You probably snap one of his toes.
Yeah, I'm staying here.
Hill Giant is going to get back. Going to
I'm glad
well,
I had
not notice because
the last one.
he hardly could not notice, but he's going to feel that he might be in trouble,
What gave it away?
and he's going to. Yeah, see that this cat back there has now twice managed to damage more than one of his companions and himself.
No. I am.
He is going to throw a boulder at you, and then he's going to use the rest of his movement to try and get away, which will
Bless.
provoke attacks of opportunity from Mika and Dave.
Bless.
Roll for Lund first.
Yeah.
This will be funny.
Let's see.
Yes, because I don't have mage armor on. So yes, that's it. I mean, it would have been a hit even with that with mage armor on. So yeah.
Okay, so you see this boulder coming at you.
Okay.
It's very large.
I have a question.
Yes.
Actually, no. Never mind. It didn't work. Won't work because it's a worm. I can't reduce it twice. Fuck it. Yeah. Why can't Shatter be a bonus action? I could then use a quicken thing to make it a swift action and try to shoot the ball off. Break it in. Fuck. Just a normal action. God damn it.
He will take 28 points of damage as the boulder just manages to connect with part of you at least.
Is that like over half your health?
Oh yeah, I have 45 HP.
Oh, so he couldn't have killed you. See,
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
I knew what I was doing.
Yeah, exactly.
And like I said, he will use the rest of his movement to try and get away from you, which will provoke from Mika and Dane. If they want to.
Ladies first.
Yes.
Yep.
Another green one, okay.
Is that a dex save?
No,
No.
sadly. Because it only applies to the ones with the blurry.
Right. I hope to God a 14 is still a hit, because that is
Yeah.
a lot of damage.
It's 13 and up.
Right.
Yeah, seeing that he has had to use half of his movement to stand up, that is where he is going to. Which means it is Lum's turn.
Yeah, motherfucker. That hurt. Just gonna cast Shatter like an inch on like of his forehead.
That's not very polite.
Actually, no, it's a Constitution save. Fuck. Fucking hell! Will I just cast another snowball? Fucking hell. It's been like no kill like overkill. You know what? No, actually, I'll cast Ice Knife. I'll move a bit. By bit, I mean, no, here. I'll then throw the Ice Knife. Sure, I'm making that second level one because I'm. That hurt. That was shitty ass damage in the second one though. And
It's a miss.
yes,
Actually, it's a miss.
yes.
I'm
Fucking
sad.
hell. I'm being angry. This is what happens when I'm angry.
Yeah, vision blur.
Yeah. That's my turn.
Dane.
Yes. I will let the Marauder get his.
Okay.
From. Rarg.
Okay. Yeah, seeing as you weakened it a bit before. Hang on.
So that damage. Almost max. And perfectly mediocre.
Yeah. Seeing as it was severely weakened before, it just manages to remove one of its legs, because the giant is still quite a bit larger than the Marauder. But it takes a good jump out of its leg, and the giant just falls down, and then Marauder goes to town on it, feasting.
Fun.
Yeah. So you have defeated the 3 marauding hill giants.
I guess I'll fly to the wagon and see if someone is still alive underneath it.
Yes,
Um,
same here.
Yeah. You can both try and are you trying to lift the wagon or flip it back?
Well, just see if there's a way to get under it without flipping it.
If it's turned over completely and there's like no cracks at all or anything, I think Dane will just sheath his sword and just try to just lift it.
I mean, it is damaged, but
Yeah,
but it would probably be easiest to break it apart. They were not very gentle with the wagon.
that might pose a danger if the one that is under it is still alive.
That is true.
So I will try to lift one side of it, which is much easier than lifting the entire thing.
That is true.
Well, I'll be ready to pull someone out if there's anyone.
Okay, then give me an athletics check, Mr. Dane. Oh yeah. You managed to lift the side of the wagon, and underneath it there is what remains of the man who was driving the cart. He doesn't look very healthy. Crushed underneath the wagon. You can pull him out if you want to, but you get the feeling that there is no helping him.
How about putting a magical potion in him?
Is he like just barely alive?
No, he's been crushed by the wagon.
Oh, so there
is nothing you can do short of
nothing.
bringing him to a temple.
Yeah, nothing short of a birth of life.
Yeah.
Or revivify. Sorry, that's the 5th edition one.
Yeah. It would probably maybe be a bit too late for Revivify, but one of the more potent spells would probably work.
I'm a first level cleric, give me a break.
I know. And I know that as a first level cleric, Revivify isn't an option for you. Even Revivify isn't an option. So yeah, short of taking him along and trying to bring him to a temple, there is nothing you can do.
Well, I'm still gonna continue my movement to flip the cart at least onto its side.
Yeah, you can do that. Very athletic.
Poor guy.
Such a terrible waste.
Yep. Yes, that's a shame. I was hoping. But you can't win them all.
Yeah, make Killamore watch over his soul and send him to the right place.
Oh, was that a reference to... what was it, Kellir?
No, Kalimvor is the god of
Oh, yeah, Killamore is the god of the dead.
governs the balance between life and death.
Yeah. Basically, when you die, you go to him and he's like, well, you've done well. You will go to your god and serve in eternal awesomeness. Or, yeah, you've been an asshole. But you served your god, so you'll go to him. Or, well, you have really not been particularly close to any deity, so you'll just be thrown into the wall for eternity and suffer.
Yeah, I get my deities mixed up a lot.
He's basically the
Raven Queen.
yeah, either the Raven Queen or if you go by Golarion's pantheon, he's basically Pharasma.
Yep.
Right.
Yep. Alright. Let's say here, Betty, see if we can find a family crest or
I
something.
think the main thing is that the Raven Queen is from 4th edition, which means that
It doesn't exist.
well, that was set in what's it called? Another setting. So it's basically the same deities except different names, but still the same.
But yes. I'm going to look for family crests, signets, rings, stuff like that, so we can identify who this person might be, and maybe, if we were lucky, give condolences to his family.
Let's see if you find something. You'll have to determine that. You don't really find anything that looks like a crest or a signet. He was probably just a lowly trader.
Were there any gold?
There were.
And what about the sacks? Did they have any?
Yeah, they all. The giants have sacks, of course. We'll get to them.
The most important thing.
Well, if there are no longer any goods in the cart, then there are probably goods in the bags.
In the wreckage, you find a bag that holds a couple of things.
Anyone got our loot back open?
Not open.
Or actually, it's probably a small crate.
There we go. I will remove the filter of Lurv.
Yeah, you don't have the filter of love.
Yeah, I have no idea where that went. But he was so handsome.
Maybe that's why he's asleep today.
You wore him out. Oh no, let's not start. I haven't even been drinking.
You don't have to drink to make jokes. Okay, so there is a small crate that they seem to have missed. In this small crate, there are 2 potion vials. One of them is is clear with a slightly blue tinge to it and some sort of nail clipping floating in there. You will
Potion of Hill Giant Strength.
You will identify it as a potion of Frost Giants.
Ah! Close.
But yeah, and the other one is blue and appears to be boiling, even though it couldn't be. Will be identified as a potion of heroism.
Oh, I think I actually drank one of those at one point.
Yeah, I think it saved your life, with the
It
temporary-
did.
Yeah. I think I also had one.
And also in this little crate, there is a case that looks like a scroll case with a scroll in it. And it is a scroll of freedom of movement.
This looks like a spell for you, Plum.
Yeah.
This looks like a spell for you.
I take it.
Alright, I'll remove it from the group loot again.
A scroll, right?
Yeah, scroll of freedom of movement.
Freedom of movement.
I got the spell, but it was like the first scroll or something.
Yeah, I think you're the only one with it on your spell list.
Actually,
Does
I think
anyone else
Mark
have a
has
wizard?
Dane might actually be as well.
Yeah.
It might actually be more useful for Dane, because Dane is the one running into battle.
But I have a pair of boots of speed. And it's really hard to get me to actually be affected by any of those things. The things that restrain movement and shit.
Yeah, it's true. Right. And as you noticed, all of the giants have their standard giant bags. And I
Are
know
they
you've all been waiting for this.
Yeah, if we're lucky, that's cheese.
If we are
Well.
unlucky, they're fish.
There is a small bag of salt.
If we're really unlucky, there's fish and cheese.
Is it a small bag of salt for a giant?
Well, yeah, it's a pretty big bag of salt for you.
So it's like a probably something like 50 kilos of salt
Nice.
or something. I'm just guessing here.
Probably about 10 is a small bag for them. Or a tiny bag, probably then. But still, 10 kilograms of salt is still very salty.
Yeah.
Yes, a small bag of salt, then a half-empty cask of ale,
Ooh.
That means it's half full.
Yes, for the positive thinking.
Then we have 4 dead trout.
There actually is fish.
Yeah, fish. And we have salt, so we can make salted fish.
Do you really want to eat fish that has been in a giant's bag?
I mean, next thing he's gonna tell us is that there is a small, for a giant, small wheel of Roquefort cheese. So,
Well, I'm looking at the. I'm sure he would.
There is a giant-sized smoking pipe.
Ooh, fun.
so basically, we can fit into it.
Yeah, you can sleep in that.
Well, I would suggest we leave that behind.
And a giant-sized bone comb.
We could use it as a mace.
Yeah, it's Dark Souls for the win.
Yes.
A giant-sized water skin full
Of
water.
We empty that and it's a tent.
Oh, disappointing.
A hand axe blade. And
just a hand axe blade.
Yeah.
Not even giant sized.
nope.
Oh. Probably his toothpick or something.
And then the last 2. And then we
Cheese?
yes, we have a wheel of cheese again.
I'm not writing that up.
You
Finally. The last giant has a bag that is moving, and there is a living chicken inside of it.
Huh. So today we are eating chicken, fish, and cheese.
With that is well salted and will have plenty of ale.
Yes.
Well,
I'll boil it in the ale.
But
ew.
I thought it was a familiar for Lum.
No, I don't have a familiar. The sorcerer, come on.
The chicken?
You can still get
Yeah.
fine familiar.
Yeah, but
Why would
Be a bit of a waste. Get it?
yeah, when you can just eat the chicken.
Well, I guess we'll eat the chicken and the cheese and have it well salted.
Every last chicken in the room.
Well, I've written up the small bag of salt and a keg of ale because that's pretty much.
Cheese.
You, someone, whoever wants the fucking cheese can write that up.
I'm sensing some hostility towards cheese.
Maybe a bit.
Some.
Body wants.
No.
Yeah,
What-
some
what
have
did-
salted too, by the way.
Didn't you use up all of the sausages?
I guess.
I think we did because we reasoned that they're gonna go bad.
We didn't want. Wasn't like the lava sausage that? No. This one- no, that sounded way better in my head. Let's put it that way.
Yes, do not step into the trap. Step
Um,
away from the
Why
sausage.
you did it?
I say this a lot. This might be a trap.
the sausage with the elixir wasn't that well like the last one?
I think that was just some of his.
Okay.
Also, I should point out that the wheel of cheese is moldy and stinky.
Ooh,
Yeah, it did. Didn't stop him last time.
Sacred
Rolling
Flame.
down a hill.
So you actually got your Wheel of Rock 4.
Oh,
Yes.
grilled cheese.
Sacred Flame. No more cheese.
Burn in the holy light.
Holy grilled cheese.
Actually, even better, Firebolt.
Grilled cheese.
Well, I would actually just grab your flame tongue.
I can refrigerate the cheese. Snowball. Oh,
Refrigerated burnt cheese.
yes. Sounds delicious. You have to microwave it first though. Just to add to the horrifying.
Well, I'm gonna guess we have dinner after this. So anyone who needs to heal can heal, and I sing a song of rest, or I speak a tale of rest.
I wonder who might need to heal.
I don't know.
But there you
So
go.
short rest, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm spending 40. That's like fucking hell.
Well, add 5 to whatever you get.
There'll be 30 then. Which brings me actually back to full.
That's that bad, actually.
It would have brought me back 2 HP more than I got, but you know, can't heal more than you can.
Also, I love being a high AC character. It is so much fun. You will never hit me.
Except when they do, and then it hurts.
Except when they do, because when they do, it's probably a crit.
Yeah, literally those hill giants, if they could only hit me on a crit. Because if they would have hit me normally, I would cast shield, bringing my AC up to 29.
Nice. Welcome to Pathfinder.
No, welcome to a well-built character fighter.
Character fighter.
Yes, fights characters.
Yeah, he pretty much squeezed every point of AC out of the character potential.
This is like it was the entire point of the character, so
Yeah,
at least in the combat style.
yeah, it is coming along nicely.
The funny thing is, when the character build is done, he's gonna have. Oh, let me count here. He's going to have 33 AC.
Nice.
Lot.
Yeah.
Yes, that's indeed quite a lot.
I think that's, by the way, as much AC as you can get
Yeah, I
in
think
the
that.
entirety of D&D.
that's-
Can you repeat that?
33?
33 AC is what he's gonna have when he's done.
Is that
Is
with
it-
+3 armor and +3 shield and
Yeah.
yeah.
How about the shield spell?
It's also included.
Okay.
Without the shield spell, it is 28. And that is counting Shield of Faith.
And then he's going to take a couple of Blade Dancer level and then Blade Singer levels. No.
Yeah, except he can't use shield with those and armor.
Oh yeah, that is true.
Yep.
Never mind then.
There's literally no way for me to get more AC than what my plan already has.
You take a short rest with your.
Do you have a cloak of protection and a ring of protection?
Oh, actually, no, I haven't counted that. That's good you pointed that out.
Of course, they do take up a
Yeah.
slots.
So maybe not, but we'll see. I mean, I would be fine with 26, to be honest.
I mean, I'm here with an like a 17 on a good day. So basically, whenever I manage to cast Void Primal,
You are a caster. You're not supposed to have high AC.
I only have 18.
Only you're a fucking rogue. And not a high level rogue to begin with. So 18 is pretty high.
Yeah, I have about the same as Lum, which is 17.
no, well, I mean, I have 14, but I have Mage Armor. So yeah.
Yeah, I just have a magic +1 armor, so that brings me to 18.
Anyway.
So, is something still happening?
I assume you are taking a short rest, and after your short rest, you are going to continue to Calling Horns,
Yep.
Yes.
which where you will arrive in the evening of the same day. And it's a really, really small kind of little village where you are probably going to try and find an inn because it is fairly late when you arrive.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, well, do they have a sheriff?
They have a sheriff. They have a
Oh yes, we would probably bring the body, right? Instead of burying him, since he was just one person.
I'd say so, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, as you are looking for an inn, you can see that there is a middle-aged woman along with about 5 lightly armored men coming into the tavern right before you. And you can see that she's going to the proprietor and she says, "Okay, you know why I'm here. It's the monthly tithe." And he goes, "Oh yeah, sure." And he gives her a bag that is apparently full of coins. And then she says, "Thank you." Turns around and leaves again.
I assume the gods will have blessed his establishment for the next month, so nothing
Pretty much,
will
yes.
happen.
You get the feeling that this establishment is now well protected for another month.
I see. We stay here.
Well, does these people carry the guard badge or anything like that?
Yeah.
So as they turn around, Dane's gonna be standing there. It's like, "Aye, can you give me a hand there?"
Yeah, what do you need?
Yeah, we counter this poor sad on the side of the road. Couple of giants.
Yeah.
Yeah. Come on, I got him out back.
Okay. He follows you.
Yep. Pull him to where I have the what is probably just a cloth sack.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry about the presentation. Didn't have anything better.
Ugh. Okay. You say he was attacked by giants?
Yep. 3 of them, hill giants. Killed them. That's fine.
That's good. We have our hands full with trolls and ogres, so that's good to hear.
Trolls and ogres. Tell
Do you
more.
need help?
Well, we are close to the Evermoors, and the Evermoors are crawling with trolls. And they seem to be a bit more restless than usual, so we have more work to do than we are used to.
But do you need help?
You can ask the sheriff.
Okay. Who's the sheriff?
She's just making rounds, collecting tithes for the
Oh,
month.
okay.
So the local mob boss is actually the sheriff.
Yes, yes, she is.
Not surprised, to be honest.
Well, do you recognize this bugger, by the way?
Difficult to say. I think he looks like one of the traders that came through here frequently.
Traitors.
Do you keep a ledger on these?
I can't really. I mean, his face isn't in the best condition.
Let me fix that. And I do.
Okay.
Reconstruction.
Oh yeah. I recognize him. He was a trader from Everland. Don't know his name though.
Oh, the carrier ledger of I'm imagining in this type of little village. There's something akin to that.
Yeah,
Oh,
he points it out to you.
oh, is it like a building?
Yeah, it is.
Right. Well, we're gonna need to know what. Well, since you only know him by passing, you might not be the best one to ask. But do you remember anything that he might have sold that will narrow down the search for his name?
He usually sold various types of food.
That explains the cheese.
Yeah, cheese and fish. And salt.
Yes. We are very familiar with fish and cheese. Fish and cheese. Fish and cheese. Cheese and fish. I can words, but not today.
Right.
Words are hard.
Yeah.
A food merchant from Everland. That does narrow it down quite a bit. Thank you. Well, here you go. I hand him the body because it's his job.
He looks
That's
kind of it's a mix between annoyance and slightly being grossed out.
My fucking problem.
But yeah, he will take it.
Maybe ask a pallet though if they want to help you carry it.
Yeah. Did you have it in a sack?
Yes.
Do you give him the sack?
Yes.
Okay, good.
I don't want that sack anymore.
What is the second?
Not like you couldn't clean it.
No, but I still don't want it. I can get another one. It's 2 coppers.
Yeah, so he's pulling the sack after, pulling the sack and gets another guard to help him. And as they go away, you can hear them go, "What are we supposed to do with him? I don't know."
Well, should we find the sheriff?
This evening? We should have waited till morning.
I think the lady who was here might have been the sheriff. Maybe.
Yeah, that was the impression I got too.
Yes.
Well, I guess we should go to the inn then.
Okay. You enter, and there are a couple of people in there. The proprietor is standing behind the counter, wiping the counter down. He sees you enter, greets you. Travelers at this hour. What can I do for you?
We need rooms for ourselves and our mounts.
Ah, we have plenty.
Yeah, well, we need a special... I guess I should say special stabling for one of the mounts.
Okay. What kind of special stabling?
Oh, it just needs to be large.
Yeah, one of my companions, he has this problem that certain parts of him are small.
Oi! I'm standing right here.
Damn. Damn. That's
I'm gonna kick Lazar. I'm gonna kick Lazar.
Oh!
Okay.
I should also point out that Dane is a 5-foot dwarf.
Well, I was referring to you being a dwarf.
Actually, he's 5'1".
About some things.
What?
Are you insecure about things?
Why would I be?
I don't know. You reacted very defensively.
I mean, he was insulting me in my honor.
Actually, he reacted very offensively.
fair.
I mean, you're welcome to find out if you wish, but I don't think you do.
I don't. What?
Never mind.
I can see that you're short. I mean, sorry. You're not short. We're the same height.
Whoop de frickin' do. I'm a foot shorter than most people. I'm a dwarf.
Well, I'm not.
Yeah, we just need rooms.
Yeah. Let these two street boys just fight each other.
So he will send his stable boy to stable your mounts. The stable boy is going to be
Disturbed.
He's going to do a repeat of last time they sent the same bullet.
he's going to do a double take and then ask, "You ride that thing, really?"
Yeah. I mean,
And
it.
it doesn't try to eat you?
Nah. I mean, at times. Just pop it on the nose and it's fine. Well, maybe you shouldn't buy that.
I have to rearrange some of the stablings, but
Oh, just point him where he's gonna go and he'll fix it for you.
okay. And he
5 minutes later.
rearranges the stabled horses so that there is a wide berth between the last empty box and the first horse. And then he is going to very, very carefully, probably requesting your assistance.
Which I give.
going-
Because I'm not cruel.
Going to lead the marauder into the furthest box that they have. And then he's going to carefully back away And yeah, he's going to carefully back. And he's going to get quicker and quicker and quicker the further away he is.
I'm gonna make sure that the Marauder. I need to give him a fucking name. I'm gonna make
Rody.
no.
Terrible suggestion.
Matthew.
I'm half tempted to name him Pony
I approve of this.
because then I can shout for Pony. Anyway, I make sure that he's comfortable, and when I get back in, I give the stable boy a silver.
He's going to be very grateful. And you can see that his palms are sweaty.
Mom spaghetti.
Yeah.
At least Axel got it.
By the way, I knew you were going to do that. The moment I said that, I knew somebody was going to do that.
It was not a sigh because it was a sigh because you did the joke, but it was not a sigh because it was a bad joke. It was a sigh because I was doing other thing and you were faster than I was.
I'm always faster on the draw.
In addition to his sweaty palms, you can also see that his knees are weak.
No, you're just forcing it at this point.
Is his feet also cold?
I think so, yeah.
Okay, moving on from the song references.
Yes.
I am, by the way, sweating bullets over here.
You will be able to secure lodging in this tavern inn establishment, and you
Yeah.
feel very protected.
Well, I would actually like to ask the innkeeper about the sheriff and what's it all about her collecting protection money.
Oh, Tamerlane. Yeah. She keeps the peace in this.
Isn't it her job and she should do it anyway?
Well, I mean, before she got here, nobody else was doing it. And she's protecting us from the trolls. So,
Okay.
So, what you're saying is it's a win-win.
I mean, pretty much, yes.
How much do you pay?
Oh, just the 10th part of my income every month.
That's fine. I've seen taxes that's far higher than that.
As long as she doesn't demand something you don't have, I suppose it's okay.
Yeah. Would you know if she might currently be looking for someone to help out with whatever? What did you say there was out there?
Ogres and trolls.
Ogres and trolls.
She might be.
I
Nice.
mean, we are always up for earning a few points.
Well, the guards did tell us to go talk to her.
I think, because the trolls seem to be restless, I think she has her hands full. She might be grateful for some help. Obviously,
Well-
I can't speak for her.
Well, I guess we should talk to her tomorrow then.
Definitely.
Okay, and so you stay the night at the inn. with the plan to go to talk to Sheriff on the next day. And that is
yeah.
where we'll pick up next.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I was just going to see if I could gather a bit of information